Good morning, Martha.
Good morning.
I know that you're here for your annual exam, but before we get started, I'd like to just ask you a few health questions. Are both your parents healthy?
Actually, my mom was just diagnosed with breast cancer recently. My dad is fine, though.
Sorry to hear about your mom.
Yeah.
Does anybody else on your mom's side of the family have a history of cancer?
Yeah, it's in the family, actually. My aunt was diagnosed several years ago.
Do you yourself drink alcohol on a regular basis?
Socially, a glass of wine here and there with dinner.
Any recreational drug use?
No.
Do you have a partner? Are you in a relationship?
Oh, yes, I've been married for 10 years, and I have 2 children.
A lot of the women that we see in practice are in violent relationships with their partners. Sometimes they're pushed, shoved, or even hit by a partner. Is this a problem for you?
Oh, no, my husband's a jealous person, but he's not violent.
What do you mean by jealous?
Well, normal, like I'm supposed to be home at 4 today, and if I'm not home, he'll worry. And he really wants our relationship to work. He loves me, and he's accused me of fooling around in the past, and which is ridiculous. But he loves me. It's sort of flattering.
Well, if it ever becomes more scary than flattering, let me know, because there are resources available to you.
Oh,
Okay.
It's just the way he is. He's always been like this. I'm fine. Thank you.
Are you having any health problems today that we need to talk about?
Actually, I'm having some lower back pain. I don't know whether I pulled something or not, but
Okay.
it's
we'll have to
nothing I
take a look.
can't handle, but it's just okay.
You think you just pulled something, Martha? You have some bruises back here and on the outside of your leg.
Oh, I bruise really easily. You just touch me and I bruise. I work out a lot. My husband wants to keep me in shape. I must have hit myself with a machine or something. I'm not sure.
Okay. I have to tell you that those bruises concern me a little bit, because it's unusual to have bruises in places like that and not know how you got them. So I know I've asked you this. I'm just going to ask you again. Are you sure no one is hurting you at home? This is an okay place to tell.
It was an accident. My husband got mad at me and he pushed me. He pushed it harder than he realized, and I landed in the door casing. It was really light. I bruise easily. He didn't mean to. It was my fault. I came home late and he was upset, but it was an accident. It really was an accident. I'm fine.
Okay, well, it definitely was not okay for him to hurt you, okay? And it certainly is not your fault that he hurt you. Is that how he usually reacts when he gets angry?
Well, to be honest, I know he gets mad when I don't get home in time, so I always do. This time something happened and I lost track. That's all. It's nothing.
Has your relationship been getting more physical? Has he been becoming more violent towards you lately?
Yes, but he just got a new boss at work and things are really, really stressful for him, and sometimes he gets mad and he takes it out on me. It's okay. He's fine. It's fine.
Well, I'm sorry he's having difficulty at work, but that's really no excuse for him taking that out on you and hurting you, okay? And sometimes the violence can continue to get worse. Sometimes it involves the children. If you tell me that he's hurting the children, that's something I have to report, but that's up to you whether or not you share that. But there are certainly options available to you and resources available to you if you need them.
No, really. He told me it wouldn't happen again. It was just an accident.
Do you feel like it's safe to go home today?
Yes. Usually after something like this happens, he cools off, and I'm sure it'll be fine.
Okay. Well, for your information, sometimes the violence gets worse instead of better, and sometimes it does escalate. And in the event that that happens, you can come back here. There are resources for you to call the Crisis Center, and I can give you their number. But it's a good idea to have a plan for what you would do if it did get worse and you needed to leave home. Do you have a safe place to go?
I have a sister that I'm close to. She lives very, nearby, so I could always go there. But it's really not something I really need to leave home on. It really isn't. I'm okay.
Okay. Just so you know your options, the other option is if things ever do get too out of hand, you can always call the police. Okay.
That would really set him off. He doesn't like police. I don't think that would be a good idea.
Okay. If that's really an issue, you may want to consider just having a safety plan in place, something called a safety plan in the event you do decide to leave. And the Crisis Center can certainly help you come up with a safety plan if that's what you need. Do you want me to call them right now? Someone will come up right now and do that with you.
No, I need to get home by 4. I don't want to be late.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. Well, on the discharge instruction sheet that I give you, there will be an 800 number, and you can call them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they can talk to you about a lot more options than I've talked to you about today.
Are they confidential? Is everything?
They're confidential.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know it was really hard for you to talk about this today. You had a lot of courage to come here and tell me this. Okay? Know that you can in the future also. Okay?
I appreciate that.